In the heart of a South African village, when the moon rises high and silver, the night is not always quiet. Shadows stretch longer than they should, and the wind seems to whisper secrets. Some say that when darkness settles, something unseen begins to move. Have you ever heard of the Tokoloshe? The Tokoloshe is small, clever, and mischievous. Invisible to most eyes, yet always watching. It waits for moments of carelessness, curiosity, and fear. And on this night, it had chosen someone to test. Sifo was a curious boy who loved exploring his village. By day, he learned from elders, animals, and stories told beside the fire. But when night came, the world felt different. Mysterious. Alive. And full of questions he wanted answered. As the sun dipped below the hills, fires crackled, and smoke rose gently into the evening air. Children laughed, elders spoke softly, and the village slowly prepared for rest. Yet Sifo's eyes kept drifting toward the dark paths beyond the huts. That night Grandma Nandi noticed his restlessness. Her face carried the lines of many years, but her eyes were calm and wise. She called Sifo closer and spoke in a quiet, steady voice. She warned him that not all dangers can be seen, that the Tokoloshe does not always show itself, but its tricks can still be felt. She told him to observe carefully, to think before acting, and never to let fear control his choices. Sifo nodded with respect, but inside, his curiosity burned brighter than caution. When the village fell silent and the moon climbed higher, he slipped away from the firewood. He walked toward the river, guided by moonlight shimmering on the water. The night air felt cooler now, quieter, unfed. Then suddenly, something tugged at his sandal. Sifo stopped. A soft giggle echoed behind him. Leaves rustled without wind. A stick rolled across the path on its own. The Tokoloshe had lied, told right. Fear puffed up Sifo's spine, but he remembered Grandma Nandi's words. Observe. Think. Act wisely. He stood still. Nearby, a basket tipped over, pouring static off the ground. A wooden stool wobbled and nearly fell. Each trick seemed meant to rush him, to make him panic. But Sifo noticed something important. The payoff only grew and he reacted quickly. When he froze or moved slowly, the mischief weakened. So Sifo took a breath. He carefully picked up the basket. He stacked the logs neatly at the knee lows. He placed the lantern on steady ground. Each calm action reduced the Tokoloshe's power. The giggling grew softer, less confident, almost surprised. Sifo realized that fear feeds confusion, but calm thinking creates control. The night was no longer an enemy. It had become a lesson. As dawn approached, the first sunlight spilled across the village. Sifo walked home wiser than before. Grandma Nandi waited by the fire, smiling as if she already knew. She told him that curiosity is a gift, but responsibility gives it direction. That wisdom protects those who listen, and that even unseen challenges can teach powerful lessons. From that day on, Sifo explored with care. He learned to pause, to think, and to respect guidance. Because the Tokoloshe tests the careless, but wisdom keeps you safe. Folktales like this are more than stories. They carry knowledge from one generation to the next. They remind us to observe carefully, respect rules, and think before acting. And somewhere in the shadows, the Tokoloshe still watches, waiting for the next lesson to be learned.